Beautiful people, welcome back. It's Bodhi with Bodhi's Nature. You guys, here I am with another manifestation technique video I'll be sharing with you guys, as well as introducing my numerology series. And so, this is somewhat of the introduction video to my numerology series. Okay, so we'll be talking a little bit about numerology in this intro video. However, I will be sharing with you guys also the Omega Matrix. For those of you who have been following me sometime, you know I've said, I've talked about using the Omega Matrix in a few of my lives, and I've always said, I'll share it with you, I'll share it with you. And so today I'm going to do just that. All right. So get your black pen, your piece of paper, take down some notes real quick. All right. This is some powerful stuff I'm about to share with you. Okay. We on a ball today. We on a ball. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. So, you guys, I started practicing numerology about 5 years ago. I became certified about 2.5 years ago because I was so infatuated with numbers and how powerful they were and what numerology can actually do, right? The knowledge, the awareness of numerology can actually do to a person and their life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I became certified about 2.5 years ago, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. Met some amazing people along the way. I've learned so much about myself and the universe and other people along the way as well. Okay, so I thought it would be a wonderful idea to start a numerology series. Okay, after this introduction video to numerology, introducing the Omega Matrix. I will, start the series off with number one, the number one. We will talk about life path number ones, expression number ones, things like that, the qualities, the traits, the positive, the negatives of number ones. That'll be the first video. Then, of course, we'll get off into the video with the frequency of number two, number three, number four, number five. Now, I'm not really sure if I'm going to do these on live. If you guys would like to vibe with me live as I go off and do the series, if you don't, if it doesn't really matter, that's even better because that way I can upload a video in 30 minutes. It'll be done. Lives usually take a lot longer, you guys. But let me know if you would like for me to do the numbers live, because again, we're going to talk about those life paths and expression numbers and maturity numbers and things that fall under each number. Okay, the characteristics of each number and how you can use each number, etc. All right, so all that is coming up here shortly. Within a week or two, I'll upload the first video. Just bear with me, you guys. Bear with me. Okay. So, anywho, numerology, like I was saying, is very powerful, okay? And it's magical. It is the language of the universe, right? The universe, it doesn't give a shit about our English or our Spanish or our spoken language, okay? It's all about our frequency, and our frequency determines what level we're on. Are we on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Numbers is the universal language, and it's just like as soon as we start to understand the universal language, manifestations becomes easy, like manifesting becomes easier. That's what I meant to say. Creating becomes easier, right? Life begins to synchronize when we know the power of numbers, okay? What the Omega Matrix teaches us is what is our powerful magic number, okay, to the individual, all right, and how we can use that number to manifest, to co-create, to whatever, to synchronize with life. All right. Now, in my studies, there are over 5, 6 different forms of numerology. There's Chinese numerology, there's Indian numerology, there's a lot of different numerologies. I practice the Western numerology. Okay. In the Western numerology, they have 2 master numbers, which is 22 and 11. They do not look at the number 33 as a master number. Not to say that the number 33 is not a master number. Like I said, in other traditions, the number 33 is a master number. However, in Western numerology, we break that number down into a 6. Okay, so just so you guys know, even though I do have knowledge about the master number 33, I just would choose not to talk a lot about that since my certification doesn't cover that. It's just not under my jurisdiction. So whenever there's a 33 that pops up, we'll break that down into a 6. Okay, which is okay. It's fine. All right, it's totally fine. Trust me. But I just wanted to let you guys know that in this introduction. All right. My jurisdiction covers 1 through 9 and master numbers 11 and 22. Okay, not master number 33. Doesn't mean that it's not, a master number. It's just not under my education. Okay. And again, I study the Western numerology. All right. That's where my certification came from. Okay. Now, as a numerologist, okay, as a certified numerologist, I can help people choose important dates wisely, right? Like when to get married or when to move, right? When to start a business. I have helped couples determine their compatibility, right? Based on their numbers, based on their frequency. Of course, I consult with people about their career path, absolutely. And I've also helped people choose which names for their baby would be the most beneficial. All right. And so, I mean, there's a lot of things as a certified numerologist I can do under this numerology umbrella. Like, when people, I've had a client come to me and say, hey, I'm going to move to this city, state, country, zip code, right? Can you do the numerology and tell me what kind of energy that city, state, zip code holds? And I was able to tell this individual exactly what kind of energy it held and if they will be a good fit into that particular energy, okay? So yeah, if you're moving, right? If you, have a city, state, zip code, I can tell you this is good for your energy. It's a good match. Yeah. Or it's not a good match, right? Yeah, this person, based on their life path, based on their name, will be a very good business partner for you. Okay. Etc. All right. So there's a lot of things that a certified numerologist can help somebody with. All right. Every number, every letter in our language corresponds to a number. All right. Every number has a negative and a positive traits and characteristics that it carries. Every number has energy that it carries. Okay. And again, the Indian have their own numerology. The Chinese have their own numerology. Okay. All of our languages are different. Okay. Most of the numbers throughout all of the traditions mean the same. They have very similar meanings. Okay. And it's crazy how we have different languages, but the numbers, the frequency of the number kind of means the same. It's very similar across the board. Okay. There are some differences, but it's similar across the board. Okay. And so that's why numbers is the universal language. Doesn't matter if you're Chinese, you're Indian, you're American, whatever. I mean, if you're a life path 1, you're going to carry that energy wherever you go. All right. A life path is never changed. Okay. And so I'm going to go more into, like I said, numerology in each individual number as we get off into the series, starting with 1, then 2, then 3, and so on. Okay. So make sure you guys click the subscription little tab and, click the bell so you can come back and join me on those, whether I do it live or whether it's pre-recorded, whatever, vibe with me. Don't forget to like this video too, you guys. Okay. Don't forget to like it. Thank you. Now, I want to go ahead and get off into this Omega Matrix because I do not want this intro video to be too long, okay? Like I said, we'll talk more about numerology as we get off into the series. But one of the most powerful things that I've learned, okay, in my magic school when I was learning about numerology was the Omega Matrix. The Omega Matrix, we all have an Omega Matrix. We all have one. And the Omega Matrix, like I said, is it gives us a number. That number is our very own powerful, magical number. If we embody the frequency of this particular number, if we embody it when we're trying to, make an impression, when we're trying to accomplish things in our lives, right? When we embody that frequency of the number, it's like life just synchronizes. Everything just works itself out. right? Let's say your Omega matrix number is a 2. Well, then you need to learn everything you can about the number 2. 2, partnerships, working together with other people, working together, a part of a team, facilitating, seeing both sides of the coin, having a balanced perspective, right? So you'll need to learn everything about the number 2 if that is your Omega matrix number. Okay, you can use the 2 to manifest, like, when you are thinking about starting a business, the best day for you to, sign your name on a dotted line or to go for a business loan is on the second day of the month, right? Or in the second month of the year, or any number that equates or, equals down to the number 2, right? Your house address should have 2s in it. Your phone number should have 2s in it. Like I said, when you are, like in your dealings with people, you should embody that number 2 energy, teamwork. Right? I can help you with this if you can help me with this. A balanced perspective. You win, I win type of thing, etc. If your number is a number 8, if your Omega matrix number is the number 8, then you need to learn as much about that 8 as possible. I'm not talking about life path. I'm talking about your magic manifestation number. All right. What energy you need to embody in order to synchronize with the universe to make things happen for you quickly. All right. The 8 is all about money, abundance, finance, valuables, right? Expansion, growth. Okay. And so that's where your energy needs to be when you're trying to manifest, when you're trying to create. All right. And so the Omega Matrix is a very powerful thing. I started using this about a couple years ago. I've heard such great success from it when I was in my magic school, and with other people that was learning this and how they've used it and all these things. And so I just sat on this idea. I just meditated on it for a while, before I got off into it, because now we're playing with the universe. We're playing with the language of the universe, and they've always told me with the Omega Matrix, be very careful what you ask for. Make sure whatever your intention is that you're writing down with your Omega Matrix, it's exactly what you want. You know what I'm saying? And it also allows you to get as detailed as possible. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Omega Matrix. Like I said, everybody have one. You may want to screenshot this. You may want to hurry up and jot this formula down really quick. Okay. This is the Omega Matrix. I'm going to go ahead and jot down the formula. If you're interested, okay, again, be very careful what you ask for here. That is my disclaimer. All right. Now, as you see, I created this box here, this cube in black, right? You always want to use black marker, black ink whenever you're creating, setting intentions, trying to manifest, okay? It's the color of creation. It's the point of the beginning. All right. So you definitely want to use that, a black marker or black ink to create your box. All right. A, B, C, D. You're going to leave this blank right here for now. You're leaving that blank, and go ahead and just write down the formula exactly as you see it. Write down the formula exactly as you see it. This right here is B subtract 1. B subtract 1. Okay? So write that down exactly how you see it. And excuse me, you guys, I meant to bring my teaching supplies over, like my whiteboard and all that. I just moved, so I forgot it. I forgot a couple of things that I needed. So excuse me on that. I was feeling good, and I wanted to get this intro video done, and so I didn't want to have to wait until I had the whiteboard, even though I really needed it. So excuse me. All right, you guys, this works just as well. All right, a few more minutes for you guys to write this down. This formula is very important. This is it. This is the formula that is going to calculate your own personal magic manifesting vibration. All right. All right, there you go. Now, as you see, okay, I don't know what that was. But as you see, we have these 4 squares here. These first 4 squares are blank. There's nothing in those boxes, as you can see, okay? What goes in these boxes is what you're going to use to calculate, okay? You're going to plug in these numbers from here into each individual box here, okay, to come up with your own personal magic manifesting number. All right. So what goes in box A? Pay attention. What goes in box A is the month of your birth. The month of your birth. If you were born in January, a 1 will go in A. If you were born in November, an 11 will go in A. If you were born in August, an 8 will go in A. So the month of your birth will go in A. If you were born in February, a 2. If you were born in March, a 3 will go here. You get the idea. So the month of your birth. The second thing under B in this beautiful, beautiful square is the date of your birth. The date. So if you were born on the 3rd of the month, 3 will go in B. If you were born on the 14th of the month, 14 will go in B. If you were born on the 23rd, 23 will go in B. Okay? Next, C. C. This is the year from which you were born. Now, you are not going to write 1984, all right, or 1970. That's not what you're going to do. You're going to put the last 2 digits of the year of birth, the last 2 digits. If you were born in 1970, you're going to write 70, the last 2 digits. If you were born in 1969, you're going to put 69. If you were born in 1990, you're going to put a 90. Born in 1984, 84. Okay? So far you should have your month, the month that you were born, the date that you were born, and the year that you were born. What goes in D is your life path. You got to know your life path in order to do your Omega Matrix. Life path goes in D. I'm a life path 11. So 11 will go right here. All right? So mine will be 2, 14, 84, 11. Okay? Your life path will go in there. Now, there's a lot of you that already know your life paths, okay? A lot of you guys already know your life paths. That's something that you can Google. You know, just put in your birthday and they'll shoot it out to you. And it's also something very easy that you guys can equate or calculate on your own. I did write up a couple examples of how to get to your life path as well, okay? So like, let's say you were born on October 27th, 1983. I don't know if you, yeah, there you go. Let's say you're born on October 27th, 1983, right? Your goal is to break down the month, date, and year down to single digits. If you come up with a 22 or an 11, leave it like that. All right. So for instance, let's say you're born October. So you'll take the month. All right. October. You'll take the date, the 27th, 1983. Okay. Well, 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay. You bring that down to a single digit. Okay. 2 plus 7 is 9. All right. And then you add this all up. I just did it quickly. So, 1 plus 9 is 8. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21, right? See how this is still a 2 digit? Well, we have to bring that down to a 1 digit, which is a 3, because 2 plus 1 equals 3, right? So now we have 1, we have a 9, and we have a 3, right? So 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. Got to break this down to a single digit. 1 plus 3 is 4. This person would be a life path 4. Okay, so 4 will go in that D column for the life path. All right, here goes another one. Okay, born in February on 14th, 1984. Okay, 2. That's easy. 2, right? 1 plus 4 is a 5. Okay, 1984 equals 22. See, this is a 22. It's a master number, so we're not going to break that down into a 4. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. All right, so 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. And then 18 plus 4 is 22. All right, we're going to leave that like that. So 22 plus 5 plus 2 is 11, life path 11. Do not break it down. life path 11. This person is a life path 11, which is me. Then lastly, what do we have? Oh, okay. We did this one. This person was born in May. We got a number 5 up here. They were born on the 18th, 1972. Okay, so 5 is a 5. They were born on the 18th. 1 plus 8 is 9. Okay, 1972, right? 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 plus 2 is 19, right? We got to break this down. 1 plus 9 is 10. That's still, 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay, break it all the way down to the single digit unless you get an 11 or a 22 and you stop there. Now you do 5 plus 9 plus 1 is 6. This person is a life path 6. Okay, so that is just a short rendition of how you would get down to your life path. Again, you can Google it, put in your birthday, and it'll break it down for you. But you need to know your life path. That's what goes in this D here. Okay, all right, beautiful people. There we go. Now you have your month, you have your date of birth, and you have your year of birth, the last 2 digits in C, and you have your life path. Boom. Now all you have to do is punch those numbers where they're supposed to go. That's it. So C subtract 2, right? My C is an 84. Okay, so let's see. So I'll put 84 here. 84 subtract 2 is 82, right? So this would be an 82. What I would suggest for you guys to do, because I wanted you to write this down so you can do it at a later time during a new moon cycle and things like that. But you definitely need another sheet of paper, whenever you're, trying to get your numbers or whatever. Definitely like redo the cube and get another sheet of paper so that you can plug in your numbers, okay? When you go to do your manifestation, when you go to actually do your mega matrix cube, you do not, you want to do this during a new moon cycle, okay, when the moon is not void, of course, and you don't want the formula to be in there. You just want your numbers to be in there, okay? You don't want the formula to be in there, so keep that in mind. But for the sake of this video, okay, you can get you another sheet of paper, or even for the sake of this video, you can just write it underneath the formula, all right? But just know that when you are really doing this for real, you don't want to have C subtract 2 and then your number, D plus 2 and then your number. You don't want that. It's too much confusion. You want your numbers inside these boxes, okay? So anyway, C subtract 2. My C is 84, all right? So I'll plug in 84 right here. 84 subtract 2 is 82. So 82 will go here, all right? D plus 2, what's D? D, my D is 11. Whatever your D is, will go here. So 11 plus 2, 11, 12, 13. My 13 will go here. Okay, I'll put number 13 here. All right, what is your A? What is your A? A subtract 2. My A is 2. So 2 subtract 2, this would be a 0 for me. Okay, whatever your A is, you'll plug that in there. Subtract 2. What is your B? Look at your B. What is your B? What date were you born on? Subtract 2. Mine will be 12 here, okay? So I'll write 12. And you'll go through each one of these and doing it just like that, plugging it in. What is your D? D plus 1. What is your C? C plus 1. What is your B? B minus 1. What is your A? A minus 1. Okay, again, when you're doing your mega matrix, you want these to be filled with your numbers that equates to this, that equals these formulas. You don't want the formula on your mega matrix, okay? It's just too confusing, okay? So after you do all of that, all right, and you calculate everything, this whole number is filled with numbers, or this whole grid is filled with numbers here, okay? Now it's time to add it up, and this is how you know you've done it right. You can add up your omega matrix this way, or diagonal. And you'll come up with one number every single time. It doesn't matter if you go this way, add up this bottom row, it'll equal a number. That same number should be the same thing if you were to add it up this way. If you were to add up this column, that same number will be the same. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if you add it up this way, that way. You should have one number. Okay, one number. That is your magic manifestation number. Okay. Um, that number, whatever it is, it might be a 3, it might be a 6, it might be an 8. Okay. Again, make sure you bring it down to a single digit. Okay. If you end up with the 222, then that should be 246. That's a 6. If you end up with 111, that's a 3. Okay. So make sure if you come up with like 3, 888, calculate that down to the one digit. All right. Unless you get an 11 or a 22. And still, that comes down to a single digit, either a one, or no, either a 2 or a 4. Okay, so bring everything down to a single digit. It should be one number, all right, that you guys are working with. What I do, okay, what we've all done is whatever that number is that things equal up to. Okay, you got to add it all up, make sure it all equals. Do it diagonally, right? Do your numbers diagonally. That should come in with the same number as if you do it this way. If you do it this way, if you do it that way, all right, it should be the same exact number. Okay. That number that you come up with, make sure that you put it a few times around your omega matrix. Okay. All right. If it's a 4, make sure you have your 4 maybe in the corners or something. 4, you know what I'm saying? With some, I don't know, with some, balloons or hearts or stars or something around it. Okay. But that number is your number. It's your manifestation magic number. Okay. Like I said, when you are moving somewhere, hopefully that city and state can hold a 4 vibration. If it doesn't hold a 4 vibration, hopefully it's compatible with the 4 vibration, right? If you are trying to pick up a business partner or start a business, you need to sign your business loan on the 4th day of the month, or during the 4th year, the 4th month of the year, or whatever the case may be, right? Whenever you're working with people, whenever you're trying to make an impression, a good positive impression, you need to be in that 4 kind of energy. Learn as much about the 4 as possible. Again, if your omega matrix number is an 8, learn as much about the 8 as possible. Be in that energy whenever you're creating, you're trying to make leeway in your life, when you're trying to manifest or do something different, be in that energy as much as possible. Use that number as much as possible. That is your lucky number, whatever this shoots out for you. Okay, that is your universal language. Okay, that's how you can synchronize with the universe. All right, very, very important. Okay, learn as much as you can about your omega matrix number as you can. Embody that energy whenever you're trying to make any major decisions or special moves in your life. Okay, so you'll put that number around your box here. All right, and then you'll set your intention at the bottom. Okay, you'll do this during a new moon cycle. All right, when the moon is not void, of course, but you're going to write your intention in black. All right, this is not the intention. All right, that's what you'll write afterwards. But you'll write your intention in black, whatever that is. Write your intention. I intend to use my omega matrix magic number to manifest all that is mine by my divine right in respects to business. I intend to create generational wealth that will last for generations to come, or whatever your intentions is. Is it to, have a baby, or, manifest some kind of, relationship, or, whatever, create some type of business, whatever your intention is, write that intention down. Be careful what you ask for. After you do that in black ink, you're going to go through and you're going to write this down at the bottom underneath your intention. I am open and ready to consider suggestions and ideas that already exist somewhere in the universe that will help me to achieve my goal. Make sure you write that down after you've done writing down your intention. Okay? Next thing you want to do after you've done that, okay, now it's time to get creative. I always tell you guys that, right? You can get some colored pencils. You don't necessarily have to have no colored pencils or markers. I mean, using a black marker or a black pen works wonders as well. And I've always used black. I've never really got colorful with my omega matrices, and they've all worked. But whatever your intention is, break it up. Okay, is it to manifest generational wealth? Well, then maybe you want to put some money signs. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you want to whatever business, real estate, cha-ching, or, like whatever associates you with your intention, okay? Get creative, write it, you know what I'm saying? Use different examples, you know what I'm saying? So I may say, me and my husband have a prosperous, lucrative real estate business. And, me and my husband have, genuine, loving, reliable, knowledgeable and resourceful mentors, or my children are living their best possible lives, or whatever you can do. You need to fill up this space around your omega matrix with your intentions, bringing it to life. The more you bring to life your intentions, the better. Okay, with creating just a circle of whatever you want to manifest around this omega matrix, as it has to do with your intention. Okay, if it's you living a healthy fit lifestyle, I'm eating healthy, I'm exercising every day, I look good in the mirror, I'm a sexy 40-year-old or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, this whole space around your cube here should be filled with whatever your intention is. Okay, like I said, get colorful. Make sure you have your number circled around here somewhere too, like out somewhere where you know where it's at. Okay, and then once you get done with that, I always, again, visualization meditation is important always. So before you close this up, you're going to imagine yourself, you're going to visualize yourself in your mind's eye achieving whatever this intention is. Okay, if it's getting married, if it's having another baby, if it's creating some type of generational wealth, some type of outstanding some type of outstanding business. It's you closing your eyes and visualizing that in your mind's eye, connecting to the feeling, being very grateful, being very excited. Get yourself in this level of expectation, this feeling of expectation. I've already received it. It feels wonderful. I feel great. It's everything I thought it would be and more, type of thing. Okay, so states of gratitude, visualizing yourself already receiving this intention. How does it feel? Once you've done that for about 5 or 10 minutes, fold your omega matrix towards you. Fold it up towards you, just like this. Fold it towards you because you want this to come to you. You're going to fold it up towards you, okay? And before I put it away, I just state a gratitude prayer. Just state a prayer of gratitude. Thank you so much, Almighty Creator, the power of the universe, for allowing me to use my own omega matrix manifestation magic number to draw to me all that is mine by my divine right in the most perfect ways under grace. I'm so grateful that I've received and manifested this intention to the greatest, highest ability. Whatever your intent, whatever your gratitude prayer is, state that prayer and just like give gratitude for allowing this to happen in your life, and then put it in your wallet. Okay, men, put it in your wallet where your credit cards are. Women, put it in your wallet where your money is, where your credit card is. Put it in there and just forget about it. Now, I forgot, I always write the date too on the back of the, I forgot. I always write the date on the back, the date from which this was created on the back. And I always sign my name, okay? Date, sign your name on the back of that. All right, always do that. Okay, so that's very important. And then just put it up like anything else. Whenever you're setting intentions, whatever, once you're done, you forget about it. Just forget about it. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? One day, 6 months down the line, even a year down the line, you may be cleaning out your wallet, cleaning out your purse. That's how I came about when I first created this. Cleaning out your wallet, like, oh my goodness, what is this? Oh my God. And here you are reading this and like, this is my life right now. I prayed for this to happen and it actually happened. And when you realize, when that point comes for you to realize that this has actually happened to me, you can then, either burn it or bury it. I always like to bury my stuff. Okay. So either burn it or bury it. All right. Again, you use this omega matrix, you create this omega matrix during a new moon cycle. All right. During a new moon cycle, when the moon is not void, of course. I have included a new moon manifestation ritual that I do. That link is in the description box Okay, you guys should definitely check that out. I go in depth about how to set up your ritual, how to go about it, and this can be something that you do, all right, during a new moon, all right. The first one that I've ever did, I've done it during a new moon cycle, and on my number, okay, on my manifestation number, and I also did it in the darkest hour, and it happened within a month, very quickly, very quickly. Okay, you don't have to do it during the darkest hour. That's just some extra power, but definitely during a new moon cycle when the moon is not void, of course. Check out my new moon manifestation video. That link is in the description box, okay, of this video. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you have enjoyed it. We're going to get more off into numerology. Like I said, we're starting a series with the number one, life path ones, expression number ones, maturity number ones. Y'all make sure y'all come back for that, okay? We'll go on off and do the rest of the numbers as time goes on. Let me know. Leave it in the comments if you like this video. If you did, like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. If you want to vibe out with me live as I do the series, let me know. Leave it in the comments, okay? But until then, good luck. Good luck with this. Remember, be very careful what you ask for, all right? All right, beautiful people. Bye.